The American public is about to see the remaining classified files pertaining to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy be released, unless President Donald Trump reverses course and blocks them. According to the History Channel, October the 26th is the deadline by which all government files related to the assassination and subsequent investigations must be released, as per the JFK Assassination Records Collection Act of 1992, signed into law by then-President George H.W. Bush. That law compelled the National Archives to establish a single collection of all pertinent records regarding the assassination and set a 25-year time frame in which they were to be declassified and publicly released. However, that law also allowed for agencies like the CIA and FBI to appeal directly to the President that certain files be blocked from release on national security grounds, such as if they pose a risk of unidentifiable harm to military defense, intelligence operations, law enforcement or conduct of foreign relations that would outweigh the public interest. According to Fox News, Trump's administration is currently reviewing their decision to release the documents or not, with an unnamed official at the National Security Council issuing a vague statement that didn't really indicate which direction the president and his team were leaning. We have been working closely with the National Archives and other departments and agencies since the beginning of this administration on processes that are consistent with the JFK Assassination Records Collection Act, the official stated Tuesday. This work continues in anticipation of the October deadline. Two members of Congress that recall the entire ordeal surrounding JFK's assassination and the investigations afterwards that singled out Lee Harvey Oswald as the murderer, calling for all of the documents to be released to the public. I believe the American public needs to know the truth, Republican North Carolina Rep. Walter Jones stated. It's still hard for me to believe it was one man, but at the same time I have no proof that it wasn't. There's no reason that the information, from a security standpoint, should not be made public, Jones added. So much is known about the assassination. Why not close the chapter? Jones has been joined in calling for the release of the documents by Republican Iowa Sen. Chuck Grassley. The assassination of President Kennedy occurred at a pivotal time for our nation, and nearly 54 years later, we are still learning the details of how our government responded and what it may have known beforehand, Grassley said. Americans deserve a full picture of what happened that fateful day in November 1963. Their call was echoed by Larry Sabato, director of the University of Virginia Center for Politics, who has also written a book about Kennedy, who stated, "The papers should be released. We, the people, paid for all of this. We want to see what the government knew and when they knew it," he continued, and though he noted that he believes Oswald was the lone gunman, he added, "The remaining question is, did anyone help him, or was it merely that people knew and didn't report it in time to save Kennedy's life?" Unfortunately, there is a chance that at least some of the remaining 3,100 files on the assassination could be blocked from release, largely due to the fact that they could potentially reveal rather embarrassing information about the CIA, according to a 2015 article in Politico. Indeed, it is thought by some, particularly conspiracy theorists, that certain documents yet to be released might reveal some of the CIA's closely held secrets regarding their spycraft practices, other assassination attempts around that time, shell corporations used as agency front companies, and of course the various sources and methods used in obtaining the information they garnered about Oswald and others, not to mention potentially even foreknowledge or involvement on some level. To be sure, some 4 million pages of documents pertaining to JFK's assassination have been released over the years, most during the late 1990s and early 2000s, but these last remaining few are thought to be the most secretive yet illuminating records of all. Hopefully the CIA won't ask Trump to block their release, or if they do, Trump denies their request and allows the records to be seen by a public that demands to know the full truth of the incident more than 50 years after it happened. Please share this on Facebook and Twitter to let everyone know that President Trump could be about to oversee the release of the rest of the government's files regarding JFK's assassination. Who do you think was behind JFK's assassination? Scroll down to comment below. Thanks Conservative Tribune for the help with this.